Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you would like to see how I achieve this look, please keep on watching. Today I create this full glam, simple but easy look for you guys, so it doesn't matter if you're a beginner. It is perfect for a night out with the girls or a date night with that lucky guy. This look will be ideal for you. I'll let you know the products that I use and the method that I use to achieve it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So as always, I usually just start off filling in my brows. A lot of people these days do have their brows microbladed. I personally don't. If that was the case, I would just go straight in to carve them out and move on. But because I don't have them microbladed, I do still need to fill them in. So I always use the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil in the shade 4. So with this, I just go in with the pencil, lightly underline the front very, very lightly, and then just continue that around to the tail. So as you can see, I've just outlined my eyebrows on both sides. Next, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Pro palette in the shade Soft Brown. This has both a waxy side, a powder, and a lighter shade for a highlight. I only just use the powder in it. For this, I just take an angled brush, just dip it in, tap off, and I always start at the tail. As you can see on my right hand side, right here, I have accidentally dragged the pencil down a little too far, but that's okay because I will be cleaning it up in a moment with concealer. So once I've done that, I just go in with a spoolie brush. The Benefit pencil does come with one on the end, and then I just brush up the hairs and help blend it all in. Do let me know if you are a person that likes watching people do their brows, or would you rather skip? I am curious to see who likes the steps. Now we haven't quite finished the brows yet. I do go over with a brow gel at the end once I have everything in place. So the next thing I do with glam looks, I like to do the eyeshadow first so there's no fallout falling onto the foundation. What I use as a base is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I use this concealer in the shade Fair Beige. With this, I just plop it on 2 dots underneath, like so, and I just grab a flat brush and carve out the brows and take it down onto the eyelids. Just grab a little bit more, the tiniest bit, and just pop it on top of where the tail is, and I just carefully carve out the top of the brow. Doing this here makes it a lot easier when you put foundation on. That way you don't have a chance of getting the foundation on your brow. Once that is complete, I then go in with the Huda Beauty powder in the shade Sugar Cookie. I just lightly tap the powder on top to set it all in place. I also forgot to mention before that I have already moisturized my face as well. I have pretty dry skin, so I moisturize, let it soak in, and then I put another lot on probably about 15 minutes roughly after the first application. I'm going to be showing a nice and easy kind of smoky-eyed cut crease look. If you are a beginner, the easiest way to get that sharp, nice edged look is having some micro pore tape. What I do is I just tear off a little bit, put it under the eye and try line it up to the end of, just below the end of your tail. So now that that is all done, the products I'm going to be using are both drugstore and high-end. If there's something in here that you don't see but you really want to try the look, please keep in mind that you do not have to go out and purchase any of these products. You can easily substitute anything that I use to a drugstore one or something in your area. I will try to give you a substitute throughout the video on other products that I personally have tried and I like, and they may be beneficial to you and at a lower price as well. So to start off with, I'm going to be taking the Be Perfect Cross Stacey Marie Carnival palette. For this, I'm going to be using the shade Basic, and I will be applying that in the crease using as a transition shade. So just with a nice fluffy brush, just grab a little bit of product and work your way in that crease. I will be doing a cut crease as well and showing you all the steps to achieve it. Now to help blend it out here, I'm going to be using the shade Naked, which is right next to it. Next, I'm going to be going into the shade called Rowdy. With this one, it is a deeper brown, and I'm going in with a smaller brush and just popping it in that outer corner. I'm not taking it out all the way to the edge though, I just want it in this place right here. Once I've placed it, I just grab the first brush I use and just blend that top bit in a little bit. So next we're going to go in and cut the crease. For this, I use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer on the same flat brush that I had before. So a lot of the time when people do cut creases, they can just place it there and look up. But I find, because I've got bigger eyes than the normal human person, I can't look up because when I do, it'll go all the way up here. So for that, I basically just make my own. What I do is I just roughly place it like I have there, look straight up. If I like where it is and I can still see the colour, then I leave it. If I feel like I have to go higher, then I will. But I'm happy, so I'm just going to keep doing that. Just then, I accidentally went too high and far in this inner corner. So I'm just going to grab a cotton bud and clean that up, wipe it away, then go back in and put it where I want it. Once we are happy with that, we are going to go in with the ColourPop Disney collection with the Princess eyeshadow palette. The colour I'm going to go in with is Ray, which is this one here. Just going to grab a nice big flat brush, layer it on the brush and just tap it on. So the next thing we need to do is blend the cut crease that we just made and the outer corner colour together. So what I do is I grab that smaller brush again with some of that darker shade and I just lightly go over it to blend the two together. Now I'm going in with that medium brown colour we used, just to bring it closer on the other side of that dark brown so it's just not a harsh colour change. Once that is done, I just grab the brush that has the cut crease colour on it and I just lightly I don't go in with more product. Whatever's left on the brush, I just lightly go over top. Next, just to help darken up that outer corner, we are going to use a black eyeshadow. Any black eyeshadow you have will do. Now with black eyeshadow, tap your brush 100 times because you do not want heaps of product. Once you place that on, you cannot go back. You have to deal with it. So I tap tap it a lot, and where I'm going to place it, I'm going to try do kind of like a wing look. As you can see, I have minimal product on my brush. Once you need more, do the same thing, go back in, but tap it all off so you don't go overboard. So once you're happy with how all your placement is, how it's all blended out, even with your black liner, the next step we do is the best feeling in the world, I swear. Taking this tape off. And look at that. I love that clean cut, nice line. Now with any of that fallout that you may have going on, I just grab a baby wipe and gently get rid of it. So now it's time for the fun bit. Although I think every single bit of makeup is fun, there is not one part I don't like doing. So now we're up to priming. Today I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier primer along with the Benefit Professional primer. The first one I'm going to be using is the Professional. I just put it on my nose area. I slightly go out to my cheek about here just because I have large pores in that area. I really do like this primer. I reckon it does an amazing job. It lives up to its name and it does help minimize my pores a lot. The next bit I go is on my chin, because I also have large pores in that area, and I also go up here between my eyebrows as well. Then next with the Laura Mercier primer, I just go on my cheeks and my forehead and carry it down to your neck. Also with the two eyeshadow palettes, they are pretty cheap to buy, especially Colourpop. They are really affordable and they have such good quality. It's amazing. I wish I found that brand so much sooner than what I did. If you can't get the NARS foundation for a substitute, I recommend the L'Oreal True Match foundation or the Australis Fresh and Flawless foundation. They are both incredibly amazing and they are a perfect substitute for this type of look. As you can see, I don't like to put a lot of product on my under eye area. I stop the foundation about here because that's where I put the concealer. The concealer that I will be using today is the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I have the shade Almond. Tarte Shape Tab used to be my favorite all-time favorite concealer. Like, it was everything until this one come out. I love the foundation, the Born This Way foundation. So like anybody else, I just had to, you know, give this a whirl, and oh my god, I wish they come out with this a lot sooner. Now to blend that in, I just go back in with the same beauty blender. With this concealer, I also put it in the areas that I feel need that little bit more coverage, where there's something poking through, aka for me, my freckles. Now for my under eye area, I go in with a smaller beauty blender. Now you're probably all wondering what I have been up to. Literally nothing other than work. And just like that, that concealer, it honestly gives you the most perfect finish. I am obsessed with it. I have no words, okay? I just love it. Now for contour, I used the Nudie Stick in the shade Bondi Bay. Bondi Bay. With this, I just pop it, dab it on the beauty blender and just lightly, or not lightly, just press it in to get that nice chiseled contour look. So at the moment, as my New Year's resolution, at least one of them, I have a few. One of them was to finally go do something and exercise, like go get fit. I hate not being fit. And then you just see all these people that can do absolutely anything, and then there's little Oompa Loompa potato me, and it's shocking, like, help. Anyway, so because that was my New Year's resolution, I signed up to a boot camp. Oh my god. If you haven't done a boot camp before, that it's still going, but the workouts that you gotta do, the exercises that they give you, it's insane. And they tell you that, you know, oh, all beginners can do it, even if you have no exercise. Can do it. The first thing I had to do was 70 burpees. Hello. I can only do probably a burpee down to my bed and stay there. But it's okay. I made it. I got through the first week. I'm probably gonna do it for, I want to try do it for at least a couple of months. A couple of months, probably, like, let's be real. Let's just get through the first month, hopefully. And I will definitely keep you updated, let you know if I see any improvement on myself, my fitness. The hardest bit is my nutrition. I do not know what to eat. I love to snack. I don't know what to snack on. I don't always feel like vegetables or fruit, and that is the hardest bit I am finding. I think I'd rather go run 400 laps and do 70 burpees. But seriously. So as you can see, I've just contoured one side of my face so you can see the difference. This makes my cheekbones look higher and nice and chiseled, gives me a more structured face, whereas this one looks a little bit chubby, flat. No one likes it, so we gotta change it. This is me trying to hide my 6 chins. So the next thing I'm going to be trying, I actually haven't tried this one before. I usually use the Benefit Hoola bronzer to do the bronzing. I wanted a new blush, and I recently picked up the Tarte Hamptons Weekend contour kit or palette, whatever you want to call it. I am going to go in with their bronzer and see if I like it. Wish me luck, because it's scary when you try new bronzers and you have no idea what they're going to be like. Anyway, it is sticking in the one spot. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a normal powder all over my face. and then we'll see what it looks like, and we might do a little bit more. Also, I forgot to mention, I'm sorry, to set the powder I'm using the Australis in light beige. This powder is such a good drugstore powder. I do prefer it over high-end ones, although I haven't tried L'Oreal Mercier's yet, so we'll keep that on the back burner. So it did help out that bronzer, but it kind of got rid of it a lot. So we'll try it again. I'm not a real fan of this one. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it looks muddy. Like right here, it's just, unless it just needs to be blended out a lot.
2 hours later.
No, I'm going to go back to my go-to, which is the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. This one is one of those ones that you just use and you know it's great. So, sorry Tarte, but it didn't work for me.
Nice.
But we are going to be using the blush in the Tarte Hampton Weekend palette, except instead of going in with this darker one, I'm going to go in with this. It's probably more of a highlighter, but I'm going to use it as a blush. Well, that palette didn't really work out the best. Do not like. So the one I have tried by them though is their Tarteist Pro Glow to Go. As you can see, which one is my favorite shade, and that favorite shade of mine called Gleam is the one we're going to be using. So I just grabbed a big fluffy brush and just tap it on my highest points, and it is nice and subtle for every day, even night, indoors. I love it. Yes. So the next bit I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that medium brown color from the Be Perfect Cosmetic palette with a little brush, and I'm just going to line under my eye. And then from the Colourpop Princess Disney collection, I'm going to grab this shade here called Prince Charming. And that shade's going to go right in this inner corner to help brighten that up. This Prince Charming shade is probably my most favourite shade out of every single palette I've ever had. Not that I've had that many palettes, but I'm just saying, it's up there. Next we are going to line our lips. I'm just using the Essence Soft Contouring Pencil for this in the shade Lost in Love. We are nearly there to the end. Right after this, I actually am going out on a date. I am going to go see the new Jumanji movie with Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson. I am absolutely excited. I didn't check if Nick Jonas is in it still, but I really hope he is. The first one was absolutely amazing. I loved every single of them in that show. I mean movie. I hate when people call movies shows movies, and I just done it. Now, still using the Colourpop Disney collection in the Princess range, I'm going to be going in with Ariel's combination of lipstick and gloss. Her shade is the perfect nude, absolutely my favorite. It's really strange because she is my favorite too. Like, I've always loved her. So I'm just gonna grab the gloss and just stick it in the middle. And this is the most exciting step, getting on to the end. Next, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline, the Falsies mascara. And for the lashes today, I'm going to be using the Holy Grail Cosmetics. These are in the style Wispy. These lashes are amazing. The company is based in Melbourne, Victoria. They are all handmade synthetic silk lashes. Amazing. Now that we're at the end of the look, I now grab the Benefit Give Me brow gel and I just brush that through very lightly so those hairs will stay in place while we're out. And then last but not least, setting spray. I use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This is the best one I have found so far. So that concludes today's look. I really hope you enjoyed. If you do, please like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on when you do so you know when I upload, and comment down below what you would like to see or your best bit about this makeup look. Thanks for watching. Bye!